Today is day 165 of the podcast. The Word became flesh when Mary conceived the Word in her heart, that promised seed, by the power of the Holy Spirit. That's when the Word began to put on flesh. Her submission to the will of God and that cooperation with the will of God brought forth God's promise. So God continues to work in people today by bringing forth His Word through their hearts and accomplishing His will. He conceives the Word in people's hearts still today. When God speaks, His Word is, and I'm going to read from Hebrews 4:12, His Word is living and active and sharper than a two-edged sword, piercing as far as the division of soul and spirit, of joint and marrow, and able to judge the thoughts and the intentions of the heart. His Word is that kind of dynamic rhema possibility to it. And then when that Word, that promise, is united by faith in our hearts, then we also can bring forth fruit. He can take His Word and make it move, make it live, make it come forth as promises in our life as well. Our part, though, is we have to activate what we hear. We have to bring it forth by becoming doers and not just hearers only. Faith without works to express it remains somewhat lifeless and dormant. When we cooperate with the living Word, moving in and through our lives, then His will begins to take on that tangible expression that we're longing to see. So I want to ask you a question. When you have the Word become alive, as you're in the Scriptures, when you are sitting in a sermon and something speaks to your heart, when you are a part of hearing a teacher bring the Word and it's alive to you, how do you hear, and what's your response to that? Do you treat it like a meal, like a one-time event? You go, wow, that was really good. That really fed me today. Or do we somehow realize that we have a part in what we've heard now? You know, when the teacher brings forth this message to you, that is their fruit, but it comes to you as seed. So there's something, it's not automatically our fruit because it's the teacher's fruit. We have to make some kind of a response to it as well. So 2 Corinthians 9 verse 10 says, "Now he who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will supply and multiply your seed for sowing and increase the harvest of your righteousness." We need to ask ourselves every time we hear the Word, yes, that fed me. Part of it's for bread, but part of it is seed for sowing. Where does the seed that I've just heard, where does this need to be activated? Where does it need to be joined with faith in my heart so it can produce the fruit God has in mind? So today's question is, has the Lord made a promise to you from His Word that needs to be activated?